everybody's always suspected, and I truly do believe Charleston White ain't nothing but a Fed informant.
You Charleston White's head.
Snitch.
What's up?
Oh my goodness, you will not believe this tea I'm about to spill. Jaguar Wright is absolutely going off on Charleston White, and honey, she is holding nothing back. In her latest rant, she's saying what everyone's been whispering in the shadows for ages. Charleston White is a straight-up federal informant. Yes, you heard that right. She's claiming he's been snitching on rappers left and right, and the receipts, they're stacking up so high you can't even ignore them anymore. Jaguar Wright pointed out something that's been bugging people forever, how Charleston is always bragging about never doing any serious prison time. Isn't that suspicious? Everyone around him somehow ends up behind bars, but miraculous little Charleston only ever did time in juvenile detention? Come on! In the streets, when everyone's catching charges but one person always walks away squeaky clean, people start asking some real uncomfortable questions.
He's been under fire a lot on the low. He's not really getting away with as many of his antics as he has in the past.
Let me tell you, the whispers about Charleston White being a snitch have been circulating for years now, and it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? When you see someone constantly stirring up drama, getting into all kinds of legal trouble, but somehow always walking away free as a bird, that's when people connect those dots, honey. Think about it. He's been sitting there running his mouth about how everybody from Doughboy to all the rest went to prison except him. I only went to juvie, never went to prison, he brags like it's some kind of achievement. Maybe now he'll finally get that experience he's been missing out on. This man's rap sheet is growing faster than weeds in summer, but somehow he's still out here moving like nothing ever happened. The audacity. Just recently, Charleston got arrested and held without bond on 2 counts of using a deadly weapon. And trust me, that is not even his first rodeo in recent months.
What about use?
No.
Just not even.
Yeah, I smoke marijuana.
You ever smoke in the car? That little guy? That's it.
Back in October, arrested again, this time for animal cruelty and another deadly weapon charge. But guess what happened? He was back on the streets just a few days later like it was absolutely nothing. Who gets away with that kind of behavior? And let's not forget his December 2023 arrest. The man was accused of pepper spraying a cat and threatening 2 men with a firearm. Yet somehow, someway, Charleston always ends up back on the streets in record time. It's mind-blowing. With all these charges piling up like dirty laundry, how on earth is Charleston White still out here living his best life? Most people would be sitting down for a long time with a record like his, but Charleston? He's back on the internet the next day, talking reckless like nothing ever happened. And that's exactly why people believe all these snitch and federal informant rumors, because he's clearly being protected. And the streets? The streets don't respect that kind of behavior. Even Boosie isn't messing with him anymore. Boosie pulled the plug on any plans to collaborate with Charleston after he threatened to call the cops on him over some drama with a show promoter in Memphis.
Charleston White made a video saying he's calling the feds on you because you threatened some comedy show owners.
Oh, he talking about, and they say Boosie on Twitter talking about me. Lucky I ain't got no Twitter account, cause I wanna fight now, Boosie.
Now listen, we all know in hip-hop culture, calling the cops is one of the biggest no-nos. It's practically the cardinal sin, and Charleston didn't just call them, he bragged about it online. That's why Boosie was like, nah, I'm good, I want nothing to do with this man. And if the street's most outspoken critic of snitching doesn't want to mess with you, baby, that says everything you need to know. Here's where it gets even wilder. Charleston White stays pointing fingers and calling everybody else snitches. Remember when he went absolutely ballistic on Lil Woody for supposedly snitching on Young Thug? He had so much to say about Woody allegedly working with law enforcement.
You know what I told him? 25. Me and Lil Woody. You want me and Lil Woody? I told him 25,000. Without Lil Woody, 15,000.
But now, the same label is being slapped right on him, and for good reason. You can't be out here calling everybody rats when you're moving like one yourself. The hypocrisy is astounding, and he has always been suspiciously vocal about being pro-snitching, which is one of the main reasons people think he's working with the feds. In interviews, he's openly admitted to capitalizing off the internet, stirring up drama, and getting attention. But when you mix that with his bizarre legal record and how quick he is to involve the police, it starts making way too much sense why people believe he's a Fed. If all this wasn't enough to raise your eyebrows to the ceiling, Charleston White's connection with T.I. had people asking even more questions. Y'all remember when T.I. admitted to pinning a firearm case on his late cousin Toot to avoid jail time? That confession did not sit right with a lot of people, and even Boosie canceled their joint album because of it. So when Charleston White started hanging out with T.I., it just added more fuel to this already blazing fire.
Don't have a problem. Everybody coming to see Tippy Toe Tippy.
Shit, man, that boy minus just went up because of this. I'll fight Boosie and T.I. the same day. I'll fight T.I. the first fight, kick his, go back to the locker room.
At this point, the streets are talking and the evidence is stacking up higher than a Jenga tower. Between Jaguar Wright's explosive claims, Charleston's suspiciously short jail stints, and his pro-snitching stance, it's no wonder people believe he's a federal informant. Even Boosie and other big names are keeping their distance, and that speaks volumes. So now the burning question is, do you think Charleston White is really working with the feds, or is this just a bunch of internet speculation gone wild? And why does he keep avoiding serious jail time when his charges keep getting worse and worse? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and check out the next video on the end screen because trust me, the tea just keeps getting hotter. I'll catch y'all in the next one.